On the last day of World War II,
Men of the air and men of the ground met in a mysterious forest. A plane flew into the head of a tank, while a man dreamed of his daughter in the ruins of Dresden. If war was a game of steel and fire, then that day the hearts of men won. April 1945, Wiersham near the Belgian border. At that time, Germany was left with only the last breaths of war. Rain was falling on the red roads as tears rolled from the eyes of the soldiers. But the calm did not last long. German tanks led by Tiger IIs and Panthers stood in a terrible line on the ground. A forest that was the last line of defense against the advancing American troops. Among the tank leaders was a middle-aged man named Hauptmann Erich Vogel. He was not a lover of war, just a man who lived for the people at home. Above, Lieutenant James Harris was flying a P-47 Thunderbolt with an American fighter bomber. They received news that the Panzers had taken the southern line of advance. The battle was to begin immediately. 06:18 a.m. The wind was blowing thick smoke. The three P-47s flew to the target. When they saw the Tiger II and Panther, they circled the air and began their attack. Rockets were falling from the sky. Flak 88s fired at one of the planes, rolled to the right. The cannons cut into the left. Basket. Little Harris bailed out before he could touch the ground. But he was caught in the flight controls. Explosion. A Tiger II was hit in the rear, shattered into a mass of earth and fire. Vogel sat in his tank, exhausted, thinking of his little daughter in Dresden. A tank escapee saw the enemy coming at him with his ground weapons. Not from the front, but from the air. Little Harris, despite being a hunter, would have won one of the tanks. But then he was shot down in the forest. The rest of the tanks, distraught, abandoned their flight almost before the order was given. The American troops were able to advance successfully. Next day, in the forest near a pile of wrecked planes, a flag wildflower grows near the wings. On the wings are handwritten letters. J. Harris, fly to live, die to free. Last words, narration end. In war, the battle may be fought on the ground or in the air. But victory always comes from the heart. Some people give up for people they've never met.